Right, ladies and gentlemen, so a quick one today. I always feel um, weird, awkward getting on camera, but it's not about me. Uh, it's about exposing a crime, basically. Yeah, what I want to talk about is how I put a video up about these individuals, and I've already gone into it, how they wait outside, and so they somehow situate themselves, kind of in my way, as I've been over this, but in my way, or to where I have to see them, right, as I come out of my apartment, and this has been every single time, whilst like after I think it opens at 9 a.m. and it shuts about 6, so between them hours, if I come out of my apartment, there's somebody either on the phone outside, and you know that these people have done the most bizarre things. I'm talking about like, smirk. I've said that, smirking at me. They've made it obvious in numerous times that like, hi, this is a deliberate attempt to try and wind you up. Because even standing right from the door so I can't get past and pretend they can't see me like that, and they go, oh, when it's obvious, just things like that. So no, I never recorded them, right? Because the best, as you know, the best thing is to just ignore them. But these people, they aren't gonna stop, and I thought, okay, right, I'm just gonna start recording them because it can't get any worse, right? I was thinking about feeding the fire maybe, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and do it. Because that's what I'm doing now. I'm exposing everything that they do, not to get a result from it. Maybe. Well, obviously, I hope it does stop, but it's just shed light on it, just like journalists do. They don't get involved; they just report. That's it. So it's the same thing. And so yeah, the past 2 days, right? Yesterday and today. Was it yesterday? Yeah, and today. I've come out of my apartment, right, and nobody's there. That is bizarre, because seeing as, it was them, the people who, because they're all Asians, of this kind of, must be some sort of Asian family or something, whatever. They're always outside on the phones, and in some way, the body language facing me, or something to kind of play in my mind, right? And suddenly, nobody's there these past 2 days. And guys, I'm not exaggerating, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. These people, they never took a day off. Every single time I came out, there was there. So, again, if you're somebody who's going through this, you know how the extent of this situation, just how far these people are going. Like, they know what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. Well, don't know about how, but they know everything that you're doing all the time somehow, right? And there's loads of speculation. Maybe they've got cameras in places. Maybe they've got some sort of technology that can see through walls. Like, you know what I mean? It's mad. It is truly a mad situation, and we look crazy. Of course, that's why they go to the extents, because they know that we're discredited. They know how people judge people who make claims like myself. Do you know what I mean? However, times like that, right? Where again, I can't stress it enough how every day, between the hours, nights, they were there, and not just one, maybe two, sometimes 3 and 4 people just stood there, just pretending to be on the phones or whatever. They might have been on the phones, I don't know, but just watching me. And now suddenly, because I started recording them, they're not there. Now, that's a really obvious example that it's clear what they was doing. Now, and it does 2 things, right? It's obviously showing that they are doing it. It's not in my head. It is real, right? That's what this shows, and it also shows the nature of these people. They're only doing it, it's the classic cowards, they're only doing it because they think they can get away with it. It's like the bully on the playground. Like, you know, they'll do it until they get in trouble. And or, you know, expel, whatever. And it's the same thing here, because I'm one dude. I can't go around hitting them, because they're only small little Chinese people. I'd paste them if I wanted to, but that's not the point. You can't do that in society, can you? We all know about that route, especially for a target. You go to prison, you get labelled a paedophile, you get absolutely mauled. Goodbye. So it's not an option, it's not on the table to risk anything like that, right? So yeah, it just shows, and I've said it so many times in these videos, then these people are cowards. They are. They might appear like they're big and brave and bold, because some of them are bold. You know, they'll laugh at you while they're calling you all sorts to your face, because they think they can get away with it. That's it. And now, when something like this, where it's just a mild kind of sign that they could get in some sort of trouble, suddenly, like cockroaches, you put a lighting in the Scarpa. You know, you see these videos of these content creators who say, you know, it's real, you know, it's true. But yeah, that's the nature. It's what we're dealing with. It's the classic case of just an absolutely out of control, pathetic bunch of people who are completely vulnerable to their own need to be a part of something, to the point where that vulnerability has made them just act so bizarrely, you know, and then they've just compartmentalized every kind of possible maybe, you know, view of like, oh wait, okay, what about this person, you know, is this real, is this information real, what I'm being told? Has this guy done A, B and C? Because I've not. And I think it's quite clear to when you just have a talk to me, yeah, I'm not. I can be aggressive at times, especially with these people, you know, because, you know, everybody knows what the world is like, and sometimes you have to put your foot down. But I don't wish harm on anybody, you know, and I love animals. I'm not this guy they've painted out me to be. So that's what I want to make. As I say, I'm just giving my experiences about this whole thing, and so yeah. So again, just an overview, right? At the end of the video, it's coming to an end now. The past 9 months, around there, 9 months, maybe probably a bit longer, every single day between the hours of 9 a.m. till about 6 p.m. if I come out of my apartment, on the front door, there's the Chinese people waiting for me. Oh, well, okay, maybe, I'm not going to say waiting for me, but they're outside, right? Doing the little things, you know, getting in my way when I'm trying to go through, you know, or standing in my way when I'm trying to come home. Now, they're not always there when I come home, but they're always there when I come out. Now, the only time I've decided to openly record these people, they've suddenly stopped. The past 2 days, they're suddenly not there. That's all I need to say, and I'm ending the video there. Thank you.